speaking of web and running stuff in the cloud, DigitalOcean sponsoring the show. Very, very cool place. They just launched their virtual private cloud in their new Trust platform, which makes it easier to run secure code in the cloud with some confidence. So VPC, it's kind of like a virtual private network, but it allows you to create multiple private networks for your whole team. And then you can stick your VMs where they need to go to make them to talk to different things. So I recently set up a whole bunch of complex firewall rules for all of our various servers that need to talk to each other. And it would be really nice to just click them in here. But I set those up before this existed. Hence, I did it that way. So this is really a nice feature. It can auto-generate your private network IP addresses so you can control them, or you can specify how you want them generated. And you could even configure some of the droplets to behave as internet gateways to kind of act as an outbound area or place for those various private clouds. So that's cool. And then their Trust platform is like a microsite with all sorts of information about security and running stuff in the cloud. So check them out at pythonbytes.fm/DigitalOcean, $100 credit for new users. And so go out there and build something awesome and make it a little more secure.
Wonderful.
Yeah. You mean, I mean secure, like real honest data, no fake data, no fake news.
No fake news. No.
If only there was a fake news generator.
There probably is. So if anybody knows a fake news generator, you let us know. It'd be fun. Anyway, as far as fake goes, we were talking about okay. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Anybody want to try? It's Mimesis. Mimesis?
No, I've actually used this tool in the past, and this is a party game I love to play. You describe an open source project and you see how everyone will pronounce it.
Okay. Anyway, maybe Mimesis. Anyway, I don't know, but it's a fake data generator, and I was reading it thinking, don't we already have fake generators? So there are a handful of other fake data generators around, but this one looks pretty cool. It helps generate fake data in a variety of purposes and variety of languages. It's actually got over 33 locales, so you can get like Russian names and Spanish names and all sorts of stuff like that. But the localization also goes to things like you can, if you have addresses and food descriptions and people names and things like that, it can be localized, and that's pretty neat. Different phone numbers as well. So there's a whole bunch of different locales you can do. Supposedly it's super fast. They posted their benchmark of 10,000 full names of Faker versus Mimesis, and then they were like 60 times faster, which is pretty cool. The thing I was really impressed with, it was they have one of the features is a data generation by schema. So you describe what kind of the shape of some data and the different types of things, like maybe, and we're putting in the show notes a description of a structure that has a name and an ID and a version, timestamp, and owner information like email and creator name, full name, things like that. And then you can just generate from that schema. You can create a bunch of those, and that's pretty darn neat. I think I could use this really readily. So.
Yeah, we were just talking about building web apps and stuff, and one of the things that makes that really hard is you've got all this HTML and these loops in your templates and all that kind of stuff, and CSS that's going to describe, if I had data here, this is how it would look. And often you end up with no data, or like, just a few letters here or there. So having like legitimate looking data is really nice for helping you design your apps. Or if you're trying to anonymize something for some kind of data science thing, you just want to I want to randomly put in something here, but I want it to seem normal, but not be actually tied to the person. This looks really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially useful like in Django projects when you want to have a fixture to load up some personally identifying information ahead of time for the developers. And you don't want to have to grab the production data and have that liability sitting on their local disk.
Yeah, exactly. There's interesting different classes that generate things. So there's obviously like the person. Is it what's called person, human, something like that? Let's see. Yeah, person. So it has things like you might expect, like an age and an email and a name. But it also has an avatar, which is a link to a graphic, as an academic degree, like whether or not you have a bachelor's degree or master's degree. It has like nationality, occupation, political view, all these interesting different things. And they also take on different locales. There's a science one. So in the science one, you can have an atomic number, a chemical element, a DNA sequence, an RNA sequence. There's just a bunch of funky different types of data you can generate here. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I was looking through things like software development, things like operating system, random operating system, random programming language, software license, things like that. That's pretty cool.
Right, like what was it? OS 32 or what was it called? OS 2? Yeah.
So,
well,
nice.
Yeah, this is a cool find. Thank you for watching this segment of the Python Bytes podcast. This video was made during the recording of the full episode. Visit pythonbytes.fm and get the whole story. Subscribe to the podcast and get the entire episode delivered to your phone. Please support our work by taking one of the courses at pythonbytes.fm/courses or learning PyTest with Brian's book at pythonbytes.fm/PyTest. Finally, visit our sponsor shown on the screen here. Visit the link on the screen and get the special offer for Python Bytes and YouTube listeners. Thanks, and have a great rest of your day.